Hello, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing you episode 3 of Retro Wrestling Rewind podcast. We got a lot to talk about this week. Raw, SmackDown, AEW Dynamite results, plus show of the week, Brock Lesnar talk, Ludwig Kaiser getting arrested, Ronda Rousey fight with Gina that lasted a total of 17 seconds. Saturday night's main event talk and predictions a little bit. Double or Nothing talk and predictions. Clash in Italy matches that are shaping up. Big Kaz and Enzo possibly returning to WWE. I certainly hope not, because WWE is just a tag team killer. Baron Corbin in possibly returning to WWE. And Sports Illustrated top 20 wrestlers of all time. So, right off the bat, let's get into SmackDown. How terrible that show is and has become recently. There really wasn't too much good out of SmackDown. They were in North Carolina. Carmelo Hayes, he was the hometown hero with that. He came out with a mascot, another mascot that was okay. Miz and Kit Wilson came out. Miz is like, "What are we doing here? Are we doing Sesame Street here, or are we getting serious here?" Which he was 100% right. Talk about Sesame Street, because that's what WWE is. They're just Sesame Street safe. Then it isolated in a match between Trick and Miz. Trick hit the trick shot on Miz and covered him 1, 2, 3. Trick and Little Yachty celebrated, and then in the back, Kathy Kelly interviewed Carmelo Hayes, and then he was talking to Carmelo Hayes, and then interrupted them was Ricky Saints, and both of them were jaw jacking back and forth and everything, and that led to a match later on tonight. It was Ricky Saints against Carmelo Hayes. That was a very good. That was match of the night. And Carmelo Hayes got the pinfall because Ricky Saints, he tried to pull a fast one on Carmelo by using the ropes, but the referee caught him. And then Carmelo, he countered Saints, and then the referee wasn't paying attention, and Carmelo used the ropes. So what was good for the goose is good for the gander. So I see them maybe getting one more match down the road. See where that goes. We had another Ray Phoenix sighting. They dusted him off the shelves for 2 weeks in a row. I'm surprised. I know there was his talk saying that he wants to be featured more, and he wants to be like his brother. I mean, yeah, that would be very nice. Have Ray Phoenix on the shows more. That would be great. And then Kathy Kelly interviewed Paige and Brie Bella backstage. Yawn. To talk about their upcoming title defenses at Saturday night's main event, and possibly the other women in the back. And then they were interrupted by Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Yawn. And then Nia Jax said maybe about a full 2 sentences. And then Brie's like, "Hold that thought. We got to go out to the ring." And then Brie mode hit. Lovely Brie mode. Great. Just what everybody wanted to hear. It was Brie and Paige against Julia and Kiana James. There was more noise outside my window there with the 5 birds and 10 squirrels outside than there was during this match between the 4 women. I thought the crowd was either dead or comatose. They did not make no noise. This is typical during a women's tag team match, or especially with Brie and Julia or Paige. The crowd just goes completely dead. Like, it's, I don't know. Brie and Paige won. They pinned Julia. Nothing great, historic, or going out your way and watching. Patron or finisher, picks up the win. Great. And then go to the back. Kathy Kelly was a very busy person on Friday, interviewing everybody backstage. She interviews Tiffany. Tiffany was talking about her up and coming title defense eventually. And then way far off in the background, we saw Julia and Kiana James arguing. So that's just a feud that's gonna just implode sooner rather than later. And then Chelsea Green came into a snapshot with Kathy Kelly and Tiffany. Tiffany was basically asking Julia. Let me rewind that. Chelsea Green was asking Tiffany if she wanted to kind of form a team or be partners, like how Chelsea Green had all of her former members, but not there anymore. So basically, Tiffany's like, "No, thank you," and walked away. So that was pretty much funny. And then Cody Rhodes came out about the whole contract thing for Clash in Italy between Gunther and everything, and Gunther was just playing his typical games and all that fun stuff and everything. And then he's like, "Can you say, please, Mr. Gunther, come to the ring?" So Cody says all that and everything. Gunther continues to stall, and Royce Keys comes out, and he just bypasses Gunther, and he wants to sign his name, which I was kind of hoping he would sign his name to the contract. I think that would be a more interesting match than Gunther is going to be. And then that led to the match leading on to the main event on SmackDown. It was Royce Keys against Gunther, and Gunther picked up the victory against Royce Keys because Solo Sikoa came out to the ring. He tossed a chair into Royce Keys, wanted him to use it, but he used it on Solo Sikoa and tossed the chair out of the ring. And then Gunther capitalized on that with a power bomb. 1, 2, 3. Gunther will be challenging Cody Rhodes at Clash in Italy for the WWE Championship. And I'll have a little bit more thoughts of Clash in Italy today, and especially next Thursday on the podcast, where I give my thoughts and a little bit of predictions. But there's going to be another video coming out that for next week for Clash in Italy for my prediction on that. Cover the Ricky Saints stuff. SmackDown is just we had Priest against Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga won. Priest went to go for the Razor's Edge, but Tama Tonga counters. He countered into the sleeper, and yeah, Priest, he hit the South to Heaven chokeslam for the win. Priest won that match. He won. Then he got attacked by what's left of the MFTs. It's just sad seeing the state of Damian Priest, how far he's fallen down the line. 3 years ago, he was in Judgment Day. They were on top of the world. And even 2 years ago, World Heavyweight Championship, he was the leader, the guy. But now he's I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to Damian Priest. I mean, he was good with Rhea Ripley, with the Terror Twins, and moving him to SmackDown, that was the worst decision they've ever made, because that is completely killing him. I mean, even if they put him back on Raw, I don't think that's going to make a lick of difference. The reason why he was over, maybe with Judgment Day, because he had more surrounding peers with him. Balor, Dom, Liv, Rhea. Same thing with the Terror Twins. The reason why he got so popular was it Priest? Maybe very little, 10%, but the rest was Rhea. Everybody loves Rhea. Then we had a tag team match between Bliss and Charlotte against BFAB and Michin. And Jade came out with BFAB and Michin to talk. Again, the crowd went comatose for that. And Jade's like, "See, when I come out and talk, the crowd has nothing to say." Sure, let's just go with that because it completely sounds better than a lot of the other theories of just Jade talks, crowd don't care. Jade wrestles, crowd don't care. Fans don't give a shit. Which is it's true. And then she's completely to just flap the gums and just say, "I'm that bitch." Yeah, you're that bitch that can't talk, can't wrestle, can't do nothing. You're just a tall, muscular woman. That's all you have to offer. I don't know. Uh that was SmackDown in a nutshell. There was no winner between Bliss and Flair against Michin and BFAB. It ended in DQ. Uh this show sucks. This show it gets worse by the week. Just terrible. Just I give my condolences to whoever has to watch it or continues to watch it. I mean, we watch it because of our YouTube channel and everything. So we're obligated to watch it. So it's that. Raw. Uh, Roman shows up. He kicks Raw off. He comes out of the SUV. No world title in the hands. Screaming at Adam Pearce, "Where's my belt?" Clearly, he doesn't give a rat's ass about the world heavyweight title because if he did, he'd be carrying it with him. That goes to show you his interest to being world heavyweight champion. It's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a hectic duty for him. He wants to be the guy, which he is the guy, but he doesn't want to hold a B title, a title that's very below him, which fans must have CTE or they must have brain rot in their head because I still to this day, I said it before Mania and I'm saying it after Mania. I'm the only one that is saying this. Everybody forgets when he was WWE champion leading up to WrestleMania 40, that match with Rock and Roman versus Seth and Cody. When Seth was world heavyweight champion, how Roman was just browbeating Seth is, "Oh, see, that's the little brother belt. That's the B belt that nobody cares about," which I guess it's true now because he doesn't give a shit about that belt. That's the B belt. That's the little brother belt. Roman must be a little brother to that belt. But he comes out asking for the belt. Pierce gives it to him. Then Fatu's music plays. This is like a copy and paste from SmackDown to Raw. 2 weeks ago when Gunther was backstage with Pierce and he was talking to him about the contract and about Cody, and then all of a sudden we hear Cody's music hits. Fast forward 2 weeks later, we see Adam Pearce and Roman Reigns backstage. Fatu's music hit. Talk about creative. If they can ever find it, it would be a miracle. Copy and paste from SmackDown, everything, and then, excuse me, Fatu, he was out there just talking a little bit. Roman and the Usos come out, and then Roman and the Usos beat down Fatu. They tie him up in the ropes. Stereo super kicks several times. Roman hits spear, Superman punches, and then they leave him lying. Excuse me. And then Adam Pearce walks out on the stage. He's like, "You done now? Are you good?" And then Roman's like, "Yeah, you could do whatever you want. Fire him, do whatever. We're finished here." And then Fatu grabs the mic. He said tribal combat. And Pierce was going to say something, but Roman he grabbed the mic and he said, "I accept." So at Clash in Italy, we are going to get Tribal Combat. This is the second Tribal Combat match we had back in SummerSlam of 2023, I believe. We had Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso in Tribal Combat. It's a regular street fight. The only thing that's different, it's Tribal Combat for Samoans. Is it going to be interesting? It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. Your normal street fight, no holds barred, tables, announce tables, kendo sticks, chairs. Whatever else Samoans can use, that will be that. So that's where that's leading to. Finn Balor versus JD McDonough in a street fight. That was actually very good. I put that as match of the night for Monday Night Raw. They took it to that through the crowd. JD was wearing Balor out with a chair in the crowd. He climbed up on one of the structures there in the crowd. He hit a beautiful moonsault, and then they took it back into the ring. Balor was throwing chairs at him. They set a chair up in the corner. JD went head first into that, and JD, they fought on the announce table. JD continues to suicide dive and hit a moonsault by the announce table. Why do wrestlers continue to dive by the announce table and do crazy moves? You think they would learn from the JD incident, but they don't. Then Dom got involved. He hit Balor with a trash can, and then JD was holding Balor for this 619, but the last second, Balor countered that. He was holding JD for the 619. Dom hit the 619 on JD. Balor hit Dom with the trash can, took him out of the equation. Balor went up top to the top rope, hit the coup de grace, 1, 2, 3. So I hope now this ends the feud between Balor and JD. And I hope this ends the feud with Balor and the next on Raw, Kathy Kelly interviews Rollins in the back. Rollins hasn't wrestled on Raw in 9 months. I heard that. That was a little hard to believe, but it's been 9 months. And then Sol Ruka was in the back. She was interviewing backstage with Kathy Kelly. And then Becky Lynch just interrupted the interview. She told Sol, get out, belong here in the ring. So she went out to the ring. So they made that match official at Saturday night's main event, Sol Ruka versus Becky Lynch. This match has changed 3 times. Before it was Sol Ruka versus Becky Lynch, non-titled. And then a couple of days later, they changed it. Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruka for the Women's Intercontinental title. And then 2 days ago, they've changed it back to a non-title. So the final match of that is Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruka, non-title match. The Intercontinental title will not be on the line, and that is the right choice. They did a backstage video with Michael Cole, with Ethan Page, talking about basically why does he have ego? Why is he so cocky and this and that and everything else and everything? And basically he told, that's who I am. That's what you see is what you get with Ethan Page. And just how Ethan Page was saying, come Saturday night's main event, you're going to see a new Intercontinental Champion going by Ethan Page, which I believe Ethan Page is right on that. And we had Usos and LA Knight backstage talking and everything. Lasted for about a minute or so. And then LA Knight, he just went on his merry way and he left. And then we had Paige and Brie versus Roxanne and Raquel. The only thing I have in my notes was that is besides Liv got ejected. She tried to interfere. Paige and Brie retains, but the most notes I put for that was during the match is crowd is dead. Crowd was dead for that. Everything they do for the women's tag team champions, it doesn't matter what city they go to, what country they go to, the fans don't care. The crowd's dead. The crowd was dead on SmackDown. The crowd was dead on Raw. Saturday night main event, Paige and Brie are defending the belts against Lash and Nia. The crowd's going to be even deader. I'd be surprised if one person makes noise. I don't know what they're going to do with the women's tag team titles. They can retire them. They can burn them for Memorial Day weekend for all I care, and that would probably suit the division a lot better. Rollins and LA Knight were backstage. They were exchanging words. LA Knight told Rollins basically straight to his face, I'm not helping you. I'm never going to help you. You go do everything yourself. And he just left, went on his merry way. Obafemi Open Challenge. I'm kind of glad this is over. This is done because we had a returning Brock Lesnar, which I was not expecting. That kind of shocked everybody. He came out. He gave Obafemi 4 F5s. And Brock stood tall. And we came back from commercial break. Paul Heyman was in the back with Adam Pearce. And Adam Pearce was saying, what's up with that? I thought he was retired. I filled out paperwork for him that he's done. No more. And then Paul Heyman gave Adam Pearce a piece of paper. He said, here's the match at Clash in Italy for Obafemi. And Brock Lesnar's name is already on the contract. So that's what we're getting at Clash in Italy. It'll be Roman versus Roman. It'll be Obafemi against Brock Lesnar, match 2. And this time Brock Lesnar is going to win. He's going to get his revenge. I think it's going to be a beatdown. And then they could do their third match at Night of Champions. That's what and let Oba get the third victory in the third match. But we'll see where that goes. And then for the main event, we had Seth Rollins versus Austin Theory. Right out of the gate, Rollins took it to Theory. He hit a suicide dive out of the ring. And then Rollins was going up on the he was up on the apron, and then Logan Paul got involved. He tripped him up. He pulled him right down on the apron. Then he was holding his ankle. So Rollins was selling to the ankle the whole time. And then Rollins he hit the pedigree, and he actually won the match with the pedigree. So it's been a while since we seen the pedigree be used as a finisher to win. And Street Profits came out to attack Theory and Logan Paul. And then Braun Breaker came out, had spears on Dawkins and Ford, and then hit a spear on Seth to lay him out. So that was Raw. And then last night was AEW Dynamite. To kick off, we had Jericho and the Young Bucks. They were discussing team names in the back. And then we had our first match tonight. We had trios match, Ricochet and Don Callis family. Andrade and Mark Davis defeated Jericho and the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. Then we had AEW World Champion Darby Allin addressing Speedball and MJF backstage. Then we had Anything Goes between Mark Briscoe and Psycho Killer Tommaso Ciampa. Normal AEW match with barbed wire tables, chairs, kendo sticks, staple gun, all that funness ladders, trash cans, transcast, lids, blood. Uh, Mark Briscoe got the win. It's your normal hardcore AEW stuff. It's fun, but it could be repetitive at times. Uh, well, Willow Nightingale, I didn't know this until last night, but she has a shoulder injury and she is out of the Owens Cup for the women's bracket. So plus she was a TBS champion, so she had to relinquish that. So we're not going to be seeing Willow Nightingale for a pretty long time. And then we had AEW Continental Championship Eliminator match. Jon Moxley and AEW Trios Champion Kyle O'Reilly fought for a 20-minute time limit draw. We didn't have a winner, so they're running back that match at Double or Nothing this Sunday with no time limit between Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly. And then we had a 8-woman tag Triangle of Madness tag match. We had Tekla, Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Athena defeated Thunder Rosa, Mina, the Brawling Birds, Jamie Hayter, and Alex Windsor. That was a solid match. Then we had an interview with Jon Moxley backstage. It's not too special, same old with Jon Moxley. And then we had the AEW World Championship match. Darby Allin defeated Speedball Mike Bailey. Same crazy stuff from Darby Allin. And then once the match was over, MJF was on commentary during that match. He got into the ring. He hit Darby with the Dynamite Diamond ring. And then he was going for clippers under the ring because he wanted to shave Darby Allin's hair before Sunday. But Darby countered it. He tried to shave a little of MJF's hair. And that did not happen because MJF ran out of the ring faster than lightning. And then we had an hour collision right after Dynamite. We had Will Ospreay defeating a member of the Ops, Shibata. And then Samoa Joe and Will Ospreay, they exchanged words and everything to set up their match Sunday at Double or Nothing. And then we had a backstage talk between Christian Cage and Adam Copeland, and they want their best version of FTR come Sunday for their tag team match. And Roosh defeated TJ Crawford. Okay. Then we had an AEW Women's World Tag Team match. 5-minute elimination challenge. We had Megan Bayne and Lena Cross defeated Gilly Velveteen, Kyler Lopez. So it's okay, I guess, maybe. Megan Bayne and Cross, they just completely dominate the women's tag team division. AEW World Tag Team Champions Dax Hardwood and Cash Wheeler with Stokely defeated AEW Trios Tag Team Champions Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong. If I had to pick what show was better for this week between Raw and SmackDown, Raw and SmackDown, that's funny. Between Raw and AEW, I would probably have to go. I'd probably have to go Raw this week. Just better, a little better than everything, even though it was the go-home show for Saturday night's main event and go-home show for Double or Nothing. But Raw's the show of the week, and we'll see what happens next week with shows. Hopefully SmackDown's good, but that's wishing for a miracle. That's not going to happen. I was surprised to see Lesnar. I actually thought he was retired at WrestleMania, but there was stuff saying around that he hits it was the breach of contract. It was he owes Triple H more matches. I don't think it's none of that talk. It's you're going to get Lesnar for a couple more dates. That's it. And then when he says he's done, is he going to be done? I don't think so. He won't be done if they say next 2 years, oh, we're having Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia and the prince wants you. Here's $5 million to come out and have a match against whoever. Brock will jump all over that. I think SummerSlam will be his last match for now. And that will be that. Ronda Rousey against Gina Carrazzo. I watched the fight Saturday night. We put it on 11:30. Their hype packages, press conferences, the builds, and everything else was longer than the match itself. I thought I was watching a WWE program with all these commercials and video packages and everything. The match lasted 17 seconds. I mean, I can give you the whole fight right here. Both of them got in the ring. The referee told each one, "You're good. Yep, fight." Ronda Rousey rushed at Carrazzo, and Carrazzo had Ronda in a guillotine, but she never got the chance to lock it in to 100%. Ronda Rousey countered that. She grabbed Gina's arm, pulled it back. Gina tapped out. 17 seconds. Your winner of the match is Ronda Rousey. And Ronda Rousey is retired. She said she will not fight anymore because she wants more babies. Congratulations to Ronda and Gina Carrazzo. Happy for both of them. They both got a good payday. If you combine the total years that they have not fought, it is 17. It is about 27 years. Ronda hasn't fought in about close to 10 years, and Gina hasn't fought longer. So that was that. Plus, both of them got a nice payday, and everybody was complaining, really, 17 seconds? That's it? It didn't last long. I'm like, you must have not ever watched Ronda Rousey in the UFC before, because 8 of her matches in the UFC never went past a minute, and the last of her matches never made it out of the first round. So her matches are always short, always have been, and when Ronda woke up Sunday morning, when she looked at her bank account, she had a lot more zeros than she did the night before. So for 17 seconds, Ronda Rousey made $2.2 million. Easy money if you can get the work in. So that's that. Let's talk about, before we talk about Saturday night's main event and Double or Nothing, let's talk about Big Cass and Enzo Amore possibly returning to WWE for a tag team. First of all, I don't know why they would want to come back as a tag team. Tag team wrestling is dead in WWE. You would have to be a fool to come back as a tag team in WWE to see what they're doing. What are they going to last 6 months and break them up, and Enzo will get a push for a month and he'll be gone? Tag team division is dead. There's no such thing of tag team division in WWE. There was reports that he was in the Performance Center training. I'm talking about Enzo Amore. Unfortunately, do I want to see him back in WWE? To be honest with you, no, I don't. He was okay with Big Cass when they had their tag team in the early with the late mid 2010s. It was okay. It really never did anything for me. I'm not a really not a Enzo Amore fan. I his work is good. It's to me, it's like whatever. I don't. I could care less. Uh, they're gonna have him bring him back and do what? Job out to Obafemi, to these up and coming guys, and do what? No. I wouldn't bring him back. I don't care to see him. Is he a good promo? He's a good promo. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't care about the guy. Uh, maybe he's good in the ring. I watched some of his work. Eh, that's all I got to say about him. There's talks about this other one, Baron Corbin coming back. So Baron Corbin has been in talks for WWE for a couple weeks now about coming back. I do think they're going to bring Baron Corbin back, but not in the way of everybody thinks he's going to be coming back. Will Baron Corbin be in WWE and come back? Yes. But will it be for a major role or anything? No. So how's it going to go with that is if you saw Friday night on SmackDown, Danhausen was there. He's trying to duplicate himself again. And he was typing away on the keyboard, and the keyboard kind of sparked a little bit, and he rolled in a stretcher with a body on it. And there was a white sheet over it, and there was a tag on it. So he moved the white sheet back just a little enough so he could read the tag and everything. And it looks like he's trying to revive the Frankenstein monster. This is my theory, and I've seen people talk about it on their TikTok a little bit and their YouTube and Instagram. I think under the sheet that Danhausen is trying to resuscitate is Baron Corbin. That's how Baron Corbin gets brought back into the WWE. He will probably maybe be a partner with Danhausen, and then month and a half maybe, Corbin either turns on Danhausen or Danhausen just lets Corbin just demolish everybody, and Corbin goes on his merry way. And that will be that. I'll be happy to see Baron Corbin. I was a big Baron Corbin fan. I didn't like all his other gimmicks. The bum Corbin was pretty funny when he was the GM. It was okay. Constable Corbin was pretty cool. But my favorite was when he was in NXT, when he was the Lone Wolf gimmick. That was his best. Hopefully he could bring the Lone Wolf character in to actually do good for him. I don't see him in any major way getting a future title at World Heavyweight WWE Championship. That's completely out of the question. Intercontinental, maybe tag team champions. Sure, tag team champions with Danhausen and Baron Corbin. That would be hilarious. Clash in Italy. It'll be a week away this Sunday. We only got 2 matches confirmed. We have Cody Rhodes and Gunther for the WWE Championship. Some people want Gunther to win. I don't see that. I think that would be a total waste. I'll get into more about that when I do the predictions and my thoughts about that. And then the other matches confirmed is Roman Reigns against Jacob Fatu. That's going to be a good match. I am surprised we're getting 2 title matches on there. because I thought it was going to be just Cody and Gunther, and then fill it in with maybe a tag team match and a couple other ones, and give Roman off and let him fight at Night of Champions. But we're getting two, so it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out who's going to main event and Clash in Italy. Next one I want to get into. This was kind of shocking a little bit today when I first read it. Louis Kaiser, he was arrested yesterday for having an altercation in an elevator with a person. So Louis Kaiser was in Florida, and he was in the elevator with his girlfriend and the one person was in the elevator rep. He claimed that he was brutally attacked in the elevator by Louis Kaiser because he said something to Kaiser, and I maybe he did say, maybe he didn't. Louis Kaiser was making out with his girlfriend Heavenly. Sure. And then the gentleman said, he's like, please have some manners. So maybe Louis Kaiser, he was feeling a little good. Maybe he had a couple too many drinks that night. And he shoved Rep down to the ground. He punched him, and he was beating him down on the ground. He threatened him with future violence. So Louis Kaiser was arrested. He got released down in Florida on $1,000 bail at 11:20 p.m. And this story just broke yesterday, May 20th, 2026, in Orange County, Florida. But this ain't new news. The reports came out yesterday about it, but the incident happened on April 23rd, 2026, almost a month ago. So people are speculating, oh, nothing's going to happen. This is his first offense and everything. Is he going to serve jail time? Is he going to serve suspension? Is WWE going to fire him? Is his AAA career over? Is the match going to happen between Louis Kaiser and Chad Gable? So I don't have the answers to all of those questions, but I'm going to answer them in the best of my ability to what I think is going to happen. Is he going to serve jail time? No, that's nonsense. Is WWE going to take action? Yes, WWE is going to take action with this. I think they're going to let it play out of the next week down in Mexico. AAA is having their event between Louis Kaiser and Chad Gable in a mask versus mask match. I think after that, there will be punishment for Louis Kaiser, either a suspension for 30 days or 60 days. I can see that. Firing, absolutely not. They will not get rid of Louis Kaiser. He is very popular down in AAA. He's like your Louis Kaiser down in AAA is like the Roman Reigns in WWE. They'll do something after the AAA pay-per-view. But it's they say they have it all on camera, what happened and everything. What was Louis Kaiser in the wrong? Yes, he was in the wrong. But what else did the guy say to Louis Kaiser to make him do that? I don't know. It is what it is. You never put your hands on anybody. If you want to make out with your girlfriend or something, just wait till you're home or in your hotel room, in your apartment, wherever. You don't have to be a giving tongue in the middle of an elevator. I mean, you got respect people's personal space and boundaries and everything, and it's especially in an elevator. Nobody wants to say that stuff. That's my thoughts on that. Uh, Next one I'm really gonna get into here. So this ain't a new list, but it came out a couple months ago of the Sports Illustrated did a top 20. This is just WWE list. So just covering WWE, doesn't cover nothing else, just top 20 superstars of WWE of all time from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, and current today. So this is the 20. I've looked at the list, I've read the list several times, and the first thing that I thought of reading this whole list was joke. Hilarious, just complete nonsense, garbage, bullshit of a list. Any list that Sports Illustrated, ESPN, or anybody puts out in WWE, like your top tens, your top fives, is just completely hilarious. That's why I never take anything seriously when it comes to Sports Illustrated or ESPN, because it's just complete laughable nonsense. It started off good, and then after the fourth superstar, it just went downhill very fast. So I'm going to read you all the names, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, how I feel about it, and who would I put in the top 20 just in WWE. Number 1, Stone Cold Steve Austin. You're going to get no complaints out of me for that. Stone Cold, number 1. Absolutely. Look what he did in Attitude Era to revolutionize his business. You can't go wrong with Austin. Still to this day is a moneymaker for the company. It's every year he's top 5, top 10 merchandise seller to this day. Number 2, Hulk Hogan. No argument there. But you'll have some people saying Hogan 1, Austin 2, Austin 1, Hogan 2. However you want to put it, you could put it. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Hogan number 2. You have to have Hogan on this list. What he did for the business in general. Without Hulk Hogan, there would probably be no WrestleMania. Without Hulk Hogan, there would be no WWE. And without Hulk Hogan, there would be no WCW, how it took off at the time. Hulk Hogan is a major part in the wrestling business of what he did. The Rock, number 3. He's the most electrifying man in sports business. How he was brought up, his matches, they were fine. Having him number 3, that doesn't fly in my book. John Cena, number 4. Is he 4? Maybe top 10. But what he did for the business when he won it, merch mover, number 1 guy for several years. Number 4, no complaints. Maybe in the top 10. I know several superstars that are way higher than him. This is when it was going downhill. Roman Reigns, number 5. Are we serious here, or are we just did Sports Illustrated just pick a random 20 superstars, put them in a tumbler, and just spun it around, and they had number on a whiteboard, they had number 1 through 20. Okay, let me spin this. First one, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Second one, Hulk Hogan. They clearly must have did that. And number 5, when they picked 5, Roman Reigns. Top wrestlers of all time in WWE ever. 5, Roman Reigns? I don't think so. Not even close. He doesn't even break top 20 in my book. No, thank you. The Undertaker, number 6. That's fine. The best character gimmick ever in WWE, The Undertaker? Yes, it is. Triple H, wrestler-wise, he was fine, but you're going to put Triple H higher than some of these other guys? No. Triple H doesn't come top 10 for me. And this is where the list is just completely, it's a crime to have the next 3 names how low they are. Shawn Michaels is number 8. So The Rock, John Cena, Roman Reigns, The Undertaker, and Triple H are over Shawn Michaels. Triple H, number 7. Shawn Michaels, number 8. There is no way that Shawn Michaels is lower than Triple H. How on any planet is Shawn Michaels a 8 number over Triple H, Roman, Undertaker, The Rock, and Cena? Not happening. Absolutely disgraceful. Number 9 is Bret Hart. Like, you got to be kidding me here. You have 2 guys in the 90s that were top of the top between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, and you have them 8 and 9. Absolutely disgraceful. Really. Bret Hart, one of the, if not best wrestler ever in WWE and possibly the world at the time. Bret Hart, number 9. Get out of here. Bruno Sammartino, number 10. Like, seriously, Bruno Sammartino, the longest WWE champion ever. Over 8 years of a title reign. Number 10. No, not happening. Macho Man Randy Savage, number 11. Like, what are we doing? Number 12, Kurt Angle. No. So you're saying that Roman Reigns, John Cena, The Rock, Triple H is better in ring than Kurt Angle. You could take all those guys combine them together, and they still won't equal a single talent to Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle has more talent in his right arm than all those people combined. Roddy Piper, number 13. Why 13? I no clue. Edge, number 14. Of all-time best wrestlers, Edge at 14. I'm sorry, and I'm a huge Edge fan, and I know a lot of people, other fans that are big Edge supporters. I can't see him in 14. Randy Orton 15. Orton probably be a little higher in my book. Andre the Giant, number 16. Okay. CM Punk, number 17. I can see that. Jericho, 18. Maybe. I don't. He's done a lot for All Over. He reinvented himself several times. Maybe top 20. Mick Foley, number 19. I mean, for what he did with the Attitude Era and previously for all his crazy matches, not top 20. Becky Lynch, number 20. Like, are we serious here? Becky Lynch? Like, what has she done in her career? Top 20 of all time? No, not even close. If I had to pick one woman to be in that list, it wouldn't be any of the current women. They wouldn't even probably wouldn't even smell top 30. One woman to replace Becky Lynch. Fabulous Moolah. Maybe. Sensational Sherry. Miss Elizabeth, for even though she never wrestled, just her managing skills wise. But yeah, if I would have did this list, Austin Hogan are fine. AJ Styles number 3, Kurt Angle number 4, Daniel Bryanson number 5. See, so because you got like really good ones that can wrestle, you have Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Daniel Bryanson, Kurt Angle. Like those should be like between 1 to 6 right there, including Austin and Hogan. So you could do AJ Styles number 3, Kurt Angle number 4, like Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, Bruno Sammartino. That Cena maybe 10. Yeah, that's how I would do that. Like the ones I would take out: Rock, Cena, Roman, Undertaker, Triple H, Edge, Orton, Andre, Jericho, Foley, Becky. Like it's now it's like I never see Sports Illustrated or ESPN or other websites doing one of the top 5 or top 10 wrestlers of all time, and like in all of wrestling. All of wrestling, that would look a lot different. You would have the only top ones in WWE you would have on that list would be Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, and Kurt Angle. Nobody else would make the list in WWE. Those are the only 3. You would have AJ's between Kurt, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart. You would have AJ Styles, Will Ospreay, Zack Sabre Jr., Kenny Omega, probably Bruno Sammartino, but it's all those guys, like your Ospreys, your Omegas, your Styles. Those guys are great in the ring. They're great outside the ring, and it's not only the like your 630s, your 420s, your high moves, but actually can wrestle and do good and give 5-6-star matches. Like I hate how promoters and wrestling websites like, like the superstar of the year is Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns or Undertaker. It's in a WWE standard, that's fine. But if you're talking of all wrestling all around the world between WWE, New Japan, CMLL, AAA, AEW, all the other promotions, then no. WWE talent like a Roman Reigns, a John Cena can't say the best wrestler in the world. No, you can't say that. They could say that they're the best wrestler in WWE, which I might give them that on a good day. But saying they're the best wrestler in the world, absolutely not. Like Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, even MJF run rings around half these guys in WWE. Like it's not even a comparison to do like a Kenny Omega and an Ospreay and a prime Shawn Michaels and a prime Bret Hart against these guys now. It wouldn't even be fair. It would be like a handicap for these guys now. There is no good wrestler like a Kurt Angle or a Shawn Michaels in today's WWE. Gunther, maybe, but he's no Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart. They don't have that. Yeah, that's this list is a joke. It's laughable. It's just completely garbage to me. So enough with that. Let's talk about Saturday night's main event. Saturday night's main event is this Saturday. Some of the matches, we're going to have 5 matches on there. We're going to have Ethan Page against Penta. I did a whole predictions video earlier. That's going to be out soon for that. That's going to be match of the night. I'm looking forward to that. And then we have Becky Lynch against Sol Ruka. That is the second match I'm looking forward to. I hope Sol wins that, but I think Becky is going to win that match. Then we have the tag team champion match. We have the Street Profits against Logan Paul and Austin Theory. Austin Theory and the Vision are going to win. The Street Profits are going to take the L here. I think Seth Rollins is going to try to help the Street Profits, which is going to backfire. And Montez Ford is going to blame Seth Rollins. So that's going to set up a future match between Rollins and Montez Ford. And then the 2 matches I am totally not looking forward to at all. Jade B. Fabrichin against Jade Rhea. Against Rhea Bliss and Charlotte. It's going to be a match. Jade and her team is going to pick up the win. I think Jade is either going to pin Rhea or Charlotte. I hope it's a good match. I have my doubts. I hope the crowd's alive for that. And then the match I am least looking forward to, which I don't care about this match whatsoever, is Brie and Paige against Nia and Lash. Brie and Paige are going to retain. How they do it, I have no idea. I hope it's a 10-minute match and the crowd is at least alive and not in comatose. But I highly doubt it. That's all I have to say about that. Then we have this Sunday, first time going live for AEW. We have AEW Double or Nothing. We have a Stadium Stampede match. We have Jericho, Bobby Lashley, Sheldon Benjamin, Kenny Omega, Jack Perry, and the Young Bucks. Matt and Nick Jackson will take on Ricochet and the Gates and Toda Leona and his other tag team partner, Bishop Khan, against the Dogs, David Finlay and Clark Connors, and Mark Davis and Andrade El Idolo in a Stadium Stampede. Anything goes, no disqualification, no countouts, craziness galore. It's going to be all over, inside the ring, outside the ring, just completely chaotic. And I think Jericho and his team are going to win that. They're going to get the pinfall. And then we get FTR against Christian Cage and Adam Copeland for the AEW World Tag Team Champions in a I Quit street fight. And if Christian Cage and Adam Copeland lose, then they have to retire as a tag team. I do not see them losing. Christian Cage and Adam Copeland are your new AEW World Tag Team Champions after the night's over. And then we have our first women's Owen Hart tournament. In round 1, we have Mina Shirakawa against Athena. I want to see Mina win, but everybody thinks Athena. I'm going to go out a limb here, say Mina Shirakawa is going to get the pinfall victory over Athena to advance in round 2. And then Tekla will be defending her AEW Women's World Champion in a 4-way against Kushida, Statlander, and Jamie Hayter. Jamie Statlander and Shida will cancel each other out. And then Jamie Hayter will try to pick up the victory against Tekla, but Tekla is going to be your winner and retain the AEW Women's Championship. And then we have a men's tournament quarterfinal for the Owen Hart Cup. We have Swerve Strickland going against Bandito. Swerve Strickland is going to advance to round 2. He is going to beat Bandito. And then we have another quarterfinal match between Samoa Joe and Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay is going to advance over Samoa Joe and going to round 2. And then we have the AEW International Champion, Kazuchika Okada, against Takeshita. I want Takeshita to win, but I'm going to go with Okada because I think they are going to get another match out of this, either at All In or Forbidden Door. Okada is going to be victorious and retain the AEW International Champion. And then we have Jon Moxley defending the belt against Kyle O'Reilly in a no time limit, because last night Jon Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly fought for 20 minutes and it went to a no contest. So I believe Jon Moxley is going to retain the AEW Continental Championship. And then we have our main events. We have Darby Allin versus MJF in a hair versus title match. MJF is walking in with a full head of hair. Will he be leaving AEW Double or Nothing with his hair? He will be taking on Darby Allin, the AEW Championship. It's been a good run for 7 weeks for Darby Allin, and I think that's where it comes to an end come Sunday. MJF is going to beat Darby Allin for the title. We will be crowning a new AEW World Heavyweight Champion, and his name will be Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF. And MJF will not be losing his hair. Wednesday on Dynamite, Darby Allin defeated Speedball Mike Bailey to retain the AEW champion. And MJF was on commentary. And MJF went to the ring. He used the Dynamite Diamond Ring to knock out Darby Allin with it. And he went under the ring to grab some clippers. And he wanted to shave what's left of Darby Allin's hair because he has like a very fine mohawk, just straight down the middle, like a buzz cut mohawk. So I think after the match Sunday, after MJF is victorious, he is going to put Darby Allin to sleep or tie him in the barber chair, and he's going to shave off whatever hair left of Darby Allin has. And that's how AEW will go off the air. What show will be better? AEW Double or Nothing or Saturday Night's Main Event? Hands down will be AEW Double or Nothing. I hope to see everybody there. This will be our first AEW Double or Nothing coverage. I will be covering it live on our YouTube channel, and I hope everybody has fun watching that. And that's all I have today in the podcast. I want to thank everybody who is going to watch this, who is going to listen to us. Thank you very much. I try to have different topics every week between what's up and coming with news, pay-per-view / PLEs, between Raw, SmackDown, AEW Dynamite, anything that's breaking news or any fun stuff I can think about covering for the week. So that's where we sit with that. Thank you for everybody listening to this and watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Threads, X, the whole 9 yards. We can't do it without each and every one of you, or one subscriber and one follower away at a time to build. Thank you, everybody. We will see you on SmackDown, Saturday Night's Main Event, AEW Double or Nothing, and back for Monday Night Raw. Thank you, everybody. Take care, guys.